team speaker here, Banu Yu, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JSS STU, Mysore. I welcome you, ma'am. And she'll be speaking about discovering values that define you. I would like to welcome her, ma'am. Welcome to JSS STU, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the introduction. I'm very much from JSSSTU, from my student life to now. So I've done my BE here. Also, I did my master's here. I've worked outside in between, but then I'm back here for my teaching career. So good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, at the outset, I offer my humble pranams to the lotus feet of Sutturu Guru Parampara, and seeking the blessings of His Holiness, I'd like to begin my talk. So today, the topic of conversation that I've chosen is from selfies to self-worth, discovering values that define you. So before I start, I'd like to ask you a quick question. How many of you love clicking selfies? Okay, how many of you have clicked the selfie today or somewhere in this week? If nobody is raising hands, it means you're lying. New campus, new friends, somewhere, just 3 or 4 people. There's nothing bad about it. It's very nice to click selfies, self-love. It's very good. Is it only hardly just these many people who have clicked selfies? Okay, in this month. What about all the boys? You have not clicked selfies? Behind. I think there are some faces who have clicked selfies but don't want to admit. Huh? Okay, so see here, you know that the selfie craze is so much like you won't believe. Yeah, this is the pointer. Right? This. Okay. So the selfie craze is so much that there have been studies or researchers who have been studying on that. Can you believe that? See, there have been. It's not working. So I'd like to show some fun statistics which is there. Okay, like how many selfies do you think an average adult clicks per week or per month? An average adult, like how many selfies would they click? Huh? How many? Near to 100, okay. See, because you don't have to be shocked. See, when you click a selfie, the first one is not always the good one. You have to click multiple selfies in order to get, selfie or even a picture nowadays. You have to click a lot of them in order to select one out of your whatever 2,463 photos that you have taken. Is that true? The first one always feels that, okay, this is not good. And maybe there are sometimes like, you click hundreds of selfies and then you end up selecting the first one. That would be the best one, right? So can we go to the next slide? So why do you think we click selfies? Can you tell me that? What are the reasons? See, first of all, there could not be any reason because mostly we don't think before clicking. We are just like, okay, you feel good, you can click a selfie. Sometimes the lighting is good, you can, because the lighting is good, golden hour, so you would click a selfie. Otherwise, what are the other reasons do you think? To capture memories, yes, to capture memories. Then sometimes to show others where you are, what you're wearing, if you're looking good. And sometimes in order to post it online and go back. Just the second slide. Previous. ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ Not working. Okay. This from system you can. Huh. Oh, it's not okay. Telecasting. Okay, so see, I'll just tell you about it. So there are some statistics which shows that an average adult on Snapchat, they click about 1 trillion selfies a year. Like it came, yeah. Some of the pictures from different sources I've just taken and put here. See, Snapchat users took 1 trillion selfies last year. And 96% Indians take more than one selfie to get a perfect shot. That is true. Youngsters click over 2,000 selfies a year. And so somewhere, see, there has been a research paper also which says that selfie media, social media addiction, self-esteem related issues. See, sometimes selfies lower your like when the craze has gotten like too much. Then sometimes what happens? It also lowers your self-confidence, increases anxiety, depends on how you look, and even it has driven people to get cosmetic surgery. So I don't think any one of us here have reached that level. But there have been cases where, people are forced to go to that stage also. Next. Okay, so see here what happens is selfies, it shows how we look. But self-worth shows who we are. See, suppose you had a chance to click a selfie which could capture your inner self. What would it capture? It shows externally like how you are. Your selfies show that. If there was an option where, what do I click? This one. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So if there was an option where the selfie could capture your inner self, what would it capture? Would it be same for everyone? What can you just name a few things that it could capture? See, it could capture confidence for someone who's really confident. For someone who's not confident, it could capture that. So for someone who's anxious, it could capture that. For someone who is very kind, it could capture kindness, humble. So there are different traits of yours which it could capture. So, but do we actually look at it like, see, do we actually think, okay, what do we focus on our inner self as much as we do it on our external self? Not really. See, self-worth is the value you carry within and not the likes that you collect outside. So most of us, we are always looking. So once you post something, you keep checking, okay, how many people have seen it, how many. But have you tried thinking within yourself that, what exactly, who am I exactly, what am I as a person? So that I don't think we give much thought about that, right? So here, see, feeling good about yourself is your internal validation, which we do very less, like very rarely. Whereas external validation is waiting for others to tell you that you're good. So that happens most of the times. That happens. See, it feels good also when someone compliments you. It feels good, right? If someone says that you're looking good today, you're wearing a nice dress, it feels good. It's good to give a compliment, but seeking or relying only on external validation is not good. You need to feel good within yourself, and you need to radiate that energy outside. Correct? So here, see, self-worth is like a compass. It guides us from within, no matter who's watching. So irrespective of people who are watching, whether they comment, they tell you that, okay, this is good or bad, you need to have that confidence within. So see, how do we get that is values are the main thing for it. See, you could say that a bridge is not strong because of paint, but because of the foundation, correct? So however nicely you build a bridge, paint it with the most beautiful colors, can you say that it is a strong bridge unless the foundation is strong enough? You cannot say that. So values are our main foundation. So just imagine like there is a house, okay, a house of self-worth. The walls are all your talents, okay, and the roof is your achievements. But all of that can stand still only with the foundation, which is your values. So you can reach greater heights, you can achieve a lot of things, but all of that for you to retain that or to reach even more greater heights. So if you want to build a house above that first ground floor, your foundation has to be strong. So the foundation that which we are focusing on is the values. So can you name a few values? I think already you've had some sessions related to universal human values. So what are some of the values? Can you name a few? Values that you possess, you can say that. Which are the values that you possess? All of us possess some values. You have to interact. Already sleepy? Is nobody kind here? Kindness is a value. Is no one honest here? Honesty. Then? Empathy. Are you all usually this silent or it's only for this session? I heard that you've been interactive. See, there are a lot of values which each one of us possess, and the foundation, when we say there are almost all the values becomes a part of that foundation. So today here I'm just choosing a few core values which will help us see. So anchors, so these I would like to call as anchors of our self-worth. So I've chosen integrity, respect, empathy, responsibility, and humility. Okay, so we'll just discuss about this. So first of all, what is integrity? See, I have put an image here. What is integrity? You have to, otherwise the session which I'm going to finish sooner will extend. So you have to interact, give answers. Togetherness. Integrity. Integrity is your honesty, following ethics. Integrate. Yeah. Correct. So how many of you would say that you have integrity here? None of you. None of you have integrity, is it?
Raise your hands properly.
You have to be interactive. Why only a few others do you think that you don't have integrity? See, so, just like this image, when you look at it, see, there are two ways. There's a shortcut and then there is ethics and integrity. Shortcuts are always easy to take, easy and fast. Many a times that happens, like you are tempted to go towards the shortcuts instead of putting in lot of effort and then carrying out things like see, you could give example. Okay, I'll just ask you a question. Imagine a scenario. You have gone to a hotel and you order some food. You eat it. It's good. The food is good. You have it. And then you get the bill. Okay. So in the bill, they've forgotten to add an item which you have ordered and you have eaten. So the bill amount is less. What do you do? Do you go and show it to them and say that they've missed it out, or will you be happy and just come out of the restaurant? Huh? How many of you would go and say that, okay, there is a mistake that you have not added? See, that is integrity, right? And others, you'll be like, today is my lucky day. So let me just make use of this opportunity and then go. See, that is integrity. Or you see a lot of food items that we take. See, you can see that how our lifestyle over the years has changed. And people who used to live much longer in the olden days, nowadays you see that the lifespan also is getting shorter because of the lifestyle, the food that we consume. So do you agree that there's a lot of adulteration in our food also? Right. So why is that? You want to make quick profits, more profits. Like see, you're selling milk, you add water to it and sell it. Or if you're growing vegetables, put pesticides and make sure that it looks very beautiful and people buy more of it. So see, all these, it affects people in the end, like the end users. But then this is because of lack of integrity. So see, all of you are going to become future engineers. Now, I think there is a mix of all branches here, right? Civil engineers, mechanical engineers, everything. Now, suppose a mechanical engineer, you imagine that, okay, for if there's lack of integrity, would you build or design a vehicle which is not safe for passengers? See, now you as end users, when you buy a vehicle, the first thing that you would see is the safety feature, right? Or do you just see the looks, the aesthetic and buy? That is also an important feature. You can't just ignore that. But the safety matters, the safety. So, or a civil engineer constructing a house just for the profits, could you just use very low quality materials and then build the house. That happens. You've seen a lot of buildings falling down. So this is all due to lack of integrity. This is one thing which you have to always keep in mind when you are like right from now. It could be just getting marks easily by cheating in exam, not putting in your own effort. That is also a question of integrity, right? So all these things you have to keep in mind. See, integrity, when we say, I'd like to take example of Mr. Ratan Tata. All of you know who's a legend here. So see, he is known for his integrity. So he has always prioritized ethics over profits, right? So he refused to bribe when entering foreign markets, even if it meant delays or losses. How many of them would do that? If you were getting an opportunity to enter the global market, you would bribe and then get into it. But then he had, see, but how does this come as when you have that trust on yourself? If you know that I will make it no matter what, I don't have to bribe anyone. My products will speak for themselves. The quality of my product will speak for themselves. So I don't have to, use any shortcuts. So when you have that trust on yourself, then you don't have to, go in these ways. So after the 26/11 attacks, so you know about it, right? So he personally visited victims' families, ensuring compensation, support. So this is like he's very humble person also. So integrity is choosing ethics even when shortcuts could bring gains. So Mr. Ratan Tata proved that business and honesty can go together. So here also in your education, you can see that your integrity and the way you're pursuing your education or when you get into your career profession. So all it can go hand in hand. You don't have to compromise on anything. It's not necessary that you compromise one thing in order to gain the other. Maybe there will be a little delay. The timeline could vary a little, but definitely it will happen. So this is one example that I'd like to give for integrity. The next value that I'd like to speak about is respect. So what is respect according to you all? See, respect is a two-way street. You have to give it if you have to get it back. You can't expect that, okay, I will only get respect, I will not give respect. Does that happen? So, okay, whom do you respect? How do you decide whom to respect generally? Huh? So you have to be a little louder. How do you see that who deserves?
Sacrificed for us or given us resources.
So that is your family, you are saying. Your family, your parents, siblings, okay. Then, see, I have not sacrificed any. Okay, maybe I'm sacrificing my time, so you're, okay. Huh.
The one who gives me respect.
Sorry?
The one who gives me respect.
Yes, so the one who gives you respect, you give it back to them. Yes, then apart from that, what are other, parameters that you have in order to give respect to someone? Age and position, yes. Sometimes by age, we are all taught that respect your elders. Position, automatically, if there's a person who is in a very good position, you believe that, okay, you have to respect. So there are many, so it could be sometimes based on gender, based on caste, creed. So how respect and disrespect happens. But it is necessary that we respect all everyone, irrespective of age, gender, caste, creed, or anything, irrespective of all the things. First of all, as humans, we have to respect each and every person. Do you agree to that? Do you agree, or do you feel that people who are younger than you don't deserve respect? Like you could treat them anyhow you want. No, right? So people who are younger, older, everyone deserves respect. So respect, as I said, you have to give it in order to get it back. Correct? So here, and in our Indian culture, you can see that we have a lot of, we are taught that respect is given too much of importance here in our culture. So here, respect means you have to recognize each and everyone's worth. See, it is not necessary that only for the position. See, position we say, now we give respect to someone, a company CEO. You believe that, okay, this is someone we have to respect. What if it is the company's guard who's in the gate or entrance? Do you think that position doesn't deserve respect? No, deserves respect, right? So we have to stop discriminating depending on positions or anything. Even your house help, they also deserve respect. So everyone. So that is one thing. See, everyone is. You can see that people from different diverse group all standing together. Listening. See, listening is also respect. So all of you are respecting here because you are listening. Some of them are not. I can see, but it's okay. Like some of them are busy inside the mobile phone, that's okay. But most of you, you're listening. See, listening to someone, actively listening to someone, that is also respect. Because someone who is given their time, respecting someone's space, that is also respect. See, respect doesn't always have to be you bowing at someone, showing it physically, it's not necessary. So even if you're respecting someone's space, time, listening to them, so all of that matters as respect. So I think this is one more thing, value which we have to instill in ourselves, like if at all we have forgotten it. So the next one is empathy. What do you mean by empathy?
To feel what others are feeling.
To feel what others are feeling and to understand it, correct? Then anyone else? Being empathetic. How many of you feel that you are empathetic? Okay. Good. I'm sure everyone is, some of you are too lazy to even raise your hands. Hmm? Okay, so what is the difference between sympathy and empathy? Okay. Like you're actually feeling it. So, any example, anything you can give? How you sympathize with a person and how you empathize with someone? Both are almost similar. See, one is you understand, like you feel it, you sympathy also, you just feel it. See, suppose someone says, your friend calls up and says that, mm, so my bike has broke down here, like I'm stuck somewhere. So you can sympathize saying, oh, that's very bad. This shouldn't have happened. Empathy is where you're actually want to be in action. You want to be like, okay, should I come there and pick you up or something? Where that action also is there. So that matters. So most of the time, see what happens when you empathize, you build stronger connections. So no understanding more people and trying to see, there can be some people where you empathize, but you don't do it for the, what do you say? For social, see, because you see a lot of people doing charity work who actually capture it and then post it, and then there are many people who don't capture it, who keep doing it but don't like to put it forward. That is also there. So see here, it builds stronger connections. It gives awareness of yourself, so what you are as a person. Then purposeful actions, and your inner confidence also grows as you see, you feel good when you help someone, right? So, see, if at all you don't help someone, maybe you will have that regret, like, I should have helped. I should have helped this person. But when you do that, you feel good about yourself. So your inner confidence also boosts up. So, so here, it could be see, even on your social media or online, there can be a lot of people who see your selfie as a, going back to the title. So your selfie will just capture how you look. Like this person who is actually Robin Williams, anyone you heard of? The actor. So yeah, so he gave, I mean, he made everyone laugh, but then he inside, like his struggles were hidden, like it was behind the picture, you can say. So empathy is kindness which goes beyond your picture. So you need to understand, see, because most of the times just so we become very judgmental, that where you start, someone posts something, nowadays each and everything becomes a part of trolling, making fun of others. So maybe have that, just step back a little and then watch, okay, what the other person also. So don't be judgmental, don't turn everything into fun. And you could also empathize with the person. So that's also an important trait to have. See here, empathy, why is it important is, what you see is, so you can see that on the top, what you see is a smile, the outside interaction, behavior, body language, expressions. So all of this you can see. But what are the things that you can't see is your thoughts, feelings, struggles. So all your pain. So all these, so each and every one, all of us, we have a lot of things going on within ourselves. So being a little kind and being, empathizing matters a lot. Okay, so for this, I'd like to give an example of Princess Diana. So all of us know, but she is a very empathetic person. So some of the things she always used to write. So for all the letters that she would write handwritten letters and thank you. So having gratitude, that also is an important thing. How many of you are grateful for the life you have, for everything on each and every day basis? Are you all grateful? Do you say thanks? Whenever someone does something, do you say it? See, generally we say thanks to strangers, but at home, do you say thank you? Sorry and thank you. Do you use it at home? Huh? Yes, few of them, but mostly at home, that is the least used. Outside, see, some stranger picks up a pen which has fallen, you'll say thank you. At home, your mom cooks everything for you, you don't say thank you, because we take it for granted. You can't say thank you each and every day, but sorry and thank you both are something which have to be acknowledged. Correct? See, for her, you can see. So she visited leprosy hospitals and touched patients who are affected by that condition, just to show that this is not a disease which can be transmitted just by human touch. So giving messages of that. So all these are empathy. So whenever she would visit schools or children, she would make sure that she sits on the floor along with them or hug people. And so this is all empathy. See, because a lot of times you would notice that people who are of a certain who are famous, who are of a certain status, they would think that it's not a good idea to go and be with the people who are much lower to them. So here, doing it not for the cameras or anything, but being like that actually in person. So this is one example of that. So next is responsibility. So what is responsibility according to you? What is responsibility? Do you all consider yourself responsible? Responsible because you've attended you've come as a responsible student, attending the sessions and everything. Do you all own up to your mistakes whenever you commit a mistake? Do you own up to it? Do you say that, okay, this is done, I'm responsible for this? So that is also important. See here, many a times what happens, see, when you are, so all of you would get group related activities, project works or anything. So, or even in an organization, if you see if you're a leader, so you have to be responsible. You can't blame others. Whenever things go very well, you can say that, okay, I did this. And when things don't go so well, usually people just blame it on the team. Like it's because of this person I did not do it. So that should not happen. Responsible, it's not just for your group related activities or anything, but even in general, you can be responsible towards the nature, try to build a more sustainable life, or respecting your, being responsible while taking care of your family, your studies, educations, all of that. So here the example that I've chosen is of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So you can call him, see all these examples which I've chosen, so it can be suitable for all the values. I've just put it for one of each one here. See, he took responsibility for the SLV 3 failure and gave credit to his team for the success. That is what a true leader does, right? So when it is the failure, they take the responsibility. And when it is a success, they give the credibility to the entire team. So here he continued to dedicate his life to teaching youth after presidency, calling himself a teacher first. So why would he need, what was the necessity to do that, right? There's no necessity that he has to go back and teach or, get back to that, remember his old profession. So here responsibility means not just passing the blame. So he showed it by owning failures and uplifting others in success. So see, this is again, see, why I'm stressing on these certain qualities here is somewhere along the way, there are chances that you would forget that you have these values. You have to remind yourself that, these are the values. So whenever such a situation or scenario comes, where you have to be responsible enough, like when you're doing your studies, attend your classes, take up all the tests, or no matter what it is. So you have to remember that, okay, this is for a purpose. You're doing it for a purpose. What is the, why all of you have come here? To graduate? To graduate as engineers, right? So you have to be a responsible engineer. So just the degree on a certificate is not enough. Carrying forward that responsibility becomes very important. Okay. So next, last value that core value that I would like to talk about is humility. So what is humility? Humility is being like humble, simplicity, all of these words you can relate to that. See, it's not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. Sometimes we are so much over possessive about our word, obsessed about ourselves, like thinking about ourselves all the time. So once you see now, that you have entered engineering in a good college, so in the very prestigious college, so you'll be like, okay, now nobody can ask me to do anything, I'm doing this. So that you should not have, or even greater heights, no matter where you reach, you should always remember your roots. That is humility. You should always remember your initial days, like from where, see, always respecting your family, your friends, no matter how big of a person you become. So being rooted, that is humility. So this we don't see in a lot of people, right? So here, for humility, I've taken an example of this person. Who is this? John Wick. John Wick, his real name is John Wick. Huh? Keanu Reeves. Yeah. So why have I considered this? How many of you know how, like, what kind of a person he is? Apart from being a Hollywood celebrity, any favorite movies of his? John Wick, Matrix, Speed. Okay. So, yeah, you were saying you know about his real life also. Yeah. Can you tell?
Ma'am, I remember one incident where he was going for his movie, and
Okay.
there was a wedding
Hmm.
of his fan, and the fan asked him to visit and click few photos with him, and he left the shooting for the movie.
He went and
attended his fans.
Yes. Now, how many celebrities would do that? How many you don't even have to be a celebrity. Even if you are, on a normal day in your normal life also, you would say, no, I'm too busy, I can't attend when someone invites you for something. So apart from that also, there are so many traits of his which makes him very, he's considered to be a very humble person. Like, see, he lives a very, so you can imagine, so he's such a famous actor, celebrity, so the amount of money that he possesses and all, but he lives a very modest lifestyle, often choosing simple clothing, avoiding extravagant displays of wealth despite his fame or fortune. You see some, like most of the times, you see that, okay, whenever someone is buying a t-shirt, they'll be like, make sure that the logo or the brand name is visible such that people get to know, okay, this is the brand that I'm wearing. And then there are some people who don't want the brand name to be anywhere on that. There are both kinds of people, correct? So mostly we see that, okay, this is celebrities and all, when you see that happens, but he is known for his modesty and known for acts of generosity, such as giving large portions of his earnings to crew members on his films and charitable causes. So this is not something which I've put just like that, but he actually is a person like that. If you read more about him, right? So he uses public transportation. So can you imagine a celebrity going using the metros, going by subways and all? I also have read that he rides his bike. He rides his bike. So you can't imagine a celebrity here doing, doing all these things. If what happens, so, one is their safety wise also, all the fans will go and he'll be surrounded by them. That is one thing. But then he leads that life, like where it actually doesn't matter much to him. So he's repeatedly declined major perks and privileges that typically come with celebrity status, emphasizing his preference for simplicity. See, because most of the times when you are also given an opportunity, you would see the perks and then take up the offer. Suppose now after your engineering, all of you would be offered jobs, like your placements. So what would you see and then select the, or are you thinking like, I don't have to select, let them select me, that is enough. Let the companies select me. So all of you, do you have any wish that you need to work in such and such an organization, or if not a particular organization, any field that you want to, do you have any, what do you say, idea about that? See, most of the times, what are the things that you would generally see when you're getting hired, like whether to attend this interview or not? Package, okay. Salary package. Huh? Sorry? Place, location. Location also matters.
Work culture.
Work culture. Then environment. Environment, yeah. Perks. So salary is not the only perk. Apart from that, also you have a lot of other perks which need not be monetary. Right? See, there are many answers that you gave. Package, salary package. See, one more is work culture. Do you think that matters? It does matter, right? So whether you are in an environment which is, what do you say, which is friendly enough for you to, because you are spending most of your day, I mean, a major part of your day at your workplace. So even now when you're choosing your college also, did you choose it, or all of you are here by choice, right? Or just by chance? No. So all of you are here by choice. So that is because you have chosen this and you have worked in order to get towards this. Similar way, when you are working, I mean, when you choose your organization where you would want to work, you need to, first of all, you need to have the mindset that I am the one selecting the organization. Yes, of course, they also need to select you, for which you have to work hard, have whatever the eligibility requires in order to even attend the interviews. You need to have all those marks, grades, that is all there. But at the end of it, you are the one who is choosing whether you want to work here or you want. So what is the kind of work or organization that you would like to spend your time on? So that is very important. See, again, here what matters is the trust in yourself. If you believe that you will get through any interview, no matter what, then you will have that confidence that, okay, this is not the company. Because see, you can have a lot of reasons to say that, okay, this is not the organization that I want to work for. Maybe you don't believe or on their end goal. Okay, so what, see, suppose they are manufacturing something, but how are they doing it? Is it causing a lot of harm to the nature, to the planet? And do you want to be a part of it? See, these are the things we don't usually think of. Do we have all such questions where we just see, okay, what is the salary package, location? Yeah, these are the things which has to tick off. But apart from that, you also need to see, okay, I mean, if the values are strong enough, or if you are someone who wants to contribute to the nature or the planet, and if you are leading a sustainable life, then you would definitely not want to be part of something which is going in the opposite direction. So that, and work culture, like you said. So work culture could mean your timings and how the environment is. See, because work culture, when you say the respect, see, now all of you, you said salary is one thing. Would you be okay if you are given the highest package, but I mean, you're not respected there? Would you still go for it? Will you take the offer? Okay, it's okay, I don't need respect as long as I'm getting money. Because it won't work like that. It's not about spending 1 day or 2 days, right? So on a regular basis, respect, or what do you say, your opinions also should be, I mean, it should matter, where your voice is, what do you say, like, they listen to your voice, your opinions. So apart from, so that is why I said monetary benefits which you get is not the only thing. Apart from that, you have to see a lot of other things also in order before getting into an organization, right? So here, as I said, see, he declines major perks and privileges that come typically with celebrity, but he emphasizes on simplicity. That is his way. So that is why I've taken his example for humility, that is being humble. So all of you, whenever you reach greater heights also, you have to remember your roots. Now, going back your school, your teachers, or when you go ahead and you become the CEOs of companies, you need to remember your alma mater, your institutions, your parents, all of that has to be there. So, see, what are the habits in order to anchor self-worth? That is, in order, see now, how would you make sure that, okay, you are in touch with all of these? So you could just do all of this like self-reflection. So how many of you do spend time on this? Anybody here does journaling? Okay, a few of them. See here, you could daily your thoughts, feelings, achievements. So what is the benefit of journaling?
We kept the reports, means if we have a plan, we are on the right track or not.
Putting it down on paper always helps. Going back and anyone to get the best version of ourselves. Very good here. To helps to push your limits every time. See all of this, I mean, it has a lot of benefits. So that is one thing which you could do for self-reflection. Gratitude practice, like we already spoke about it. If you are not practicing that, I mean, practice as in, I wouldn't say that you have to, like, every day, each and every day do that. But see, list few things that you're grateful for. If not every day, every now and then. Because most of the times you feel that, okay, everything, like all these things are happening only to me. Nothing is going right in my life. So we tend to blame. But generally, we have so many things in our life which we can be thankful for. So just try to list it down, set boundaries, learn to say no when needed, respecting your time and energy. How many of you find it easy to say no? See, saying no doesn't have to be rude always. How many of you find it easy? All of you find it difficult to say no? Now, if I say I will extend the session for 1 more hour, will you all say yes? No. How is that? Now it's not very difficult. See, that is what I'm saying. So only where situations demand, where if you feel that this is not worth your time and energy, instead of just doing it in order to please people, people pleasing, you don't have to do it. So in such cases, you can say no. So that is you have to set boundaries. So like, you start working and there are people coming from different departments giving you work. If they say, will you do this? You'll say, yes, yes, yes. You can't keep doing that. You have to prioritize your work, what is important to you first, do it, and then you can help, right? So that is one thing. Acts of kindness, help or support others regularly. So this, I think, I'm sure everyone would be doing it. Celebrate small wins. So so how many of you do that? Even your minor achievement, you acknowledged it, good. What is the recent smallest win that you have celebrated? Oh, very good. So starting to work out, exercising. Okay, then anyone else? Yes? Yes? You can tell. Anyone else? Any small achievement that you have been thankful for or you're celebrating it? See, just recognize that. Don't think that, okay, this is not a big thing. This is something anybody would do. You have to appreciate yourself. So even if it is the smallest of things, like you help someone cross the road, that is also a win. Right? So each and every small thing you have to appreciate and you have to celebrate such small wins. Mindful self-talk. Replace self-criticism with encouraging and compassionate inner dialogue. See, whenever a friend of yours is in some problem, you say the most positive things. You say all the words to motivate them. So you try to uplift their mood, right? So, but when it is about yourself, do you say positive things to yourself? Generally it happens, no, all this is happening because I only did this, I am the reason. So generally that self-blaming thing goes on. But here what I'm trying to say is, do that so just imagine how you would motivate or how you would talk to your friend. Start talking to yourself like that. You would never say to your friend, see, suppose they say I'm in a very bad mood today, what would you say? What would be your reply? You would try to cheer them up, right? You would say, okay, come, let's go out or something. But what would you do if it is you as a person? Do you do the same thing for yourself? No, right? So that is one more thing to practice. Next is continuous learning. So take up challenges, new skills to grow and feel capable. So don't limit yourself. Don't think that, okay, now that I'm here, I've cracked these exams and I'm here, this is the end. Now I don't have to worry. So keep updating yourself, the skills or because everything matters. So even on your resume, if you see for in future, like it will all have, see, you can't ignore something saying this is not of my interest, I will not do it. It has to be of your interest, but then there's nothing wrong and there's no limit to have skills. So you have to keep updating yourself. Every product that we use now, see, all of us have phones, right? So I mean, any phones or any product you see, has it ever stopped upgrading? There is continuously new upgrades. Or would you buy a product which doesn't have any upgrade? Now, a mobile phone. You buy a mobile phone that's going to stay the same for the next 20 years. Would you buy it? No, right? Same way, we also as people, we have to keep upgrading ourselves. Suppose you are stubborn or stern enough saying, no, this is the way I am, I'm going to be this way. I don't have to inculcate any new skill or any new learning. There won't be people who will buy you. I mean, buy is a term, but then people who would accept you. So always, no matter, see, as a teacher, even teachers have to learn, whether it is from students or from so don't have that limitation where you think that, okay, I can't learn from someone who's younger than me. From whatever the source is, your learning has to be continuous. Okay. So next is physical care, exercise, sleep well, eat healthily. So all of this also matters. Empathetic listening, we have already discussed about that. And reflect on your values. So this is, regularly check if your actions align with your core values. Many a times we say a lot of things, but our actions won't match that. So every once in a while, just check that if your actions are in line with that. I mean, if your values are in line, if you're doing something, and then you question yourself, okay, is this the right thing that I'm doing or not? Suppose a friend asks for a help. Suppose someone says, no, today we don't want to attend the classes. Just because one person don't want to attend, they might influence everyone saying, no, let us not attend. Then think about it. Are you here to, are you here for your own good, or are you listening to others? So all these, you have to just think, take a step back, think about it, and then take the decision. Correct? So you know the difference between reacting and responding. Reaction and response, both are same. What is reacting? And what do you mean by responding? Which is immediate? Reaction. Whereas responding, you take a pause, you analyze it, and then respond. Even with words, when you are talking to someone, saying hurtful things is very easy. When you get angry, immediately reacting, that is very easy. Responding, you put yourself in the other's shoes and then think over it, and then be empathetic, or you respond. So that is important. So here, see, I think I've covered almost everything. So here, your self-worth is dependent on most of these values like this, even more. So we can't cover everything, but more of your values. So you need to make sure that externally your validation, the validation that you seek, or judging someone only externally is not the only way. Internally also, that is your self-worth. Also, you have to keep a constant check on that. Sometimes, like when you think that, okay, it's been a while since I posted a picture of myself on Instagram. So the same way, it's been a while since I checked up on myself, like how I am doing, what am I really worth of. So that is also important. So once you reach that, see, self-awareness is when you start getting aware of it, then you start accepting yourself, and then it reaches your self-love. Okay. So with this, I would like to say, don't stop clicking selfies. Okay. Click selfies, but every time you click a selfie, make sure that you're also thinking of your self-worth from now on. If your values are in line, is there anything to update, any changes that are required? Just give a thought about that also. Okay. Thank you. Any questions or anything? No questions? Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspirational words. On the behalf of all of us, I extend our gratitude, heartfelt gratitude for joining us today. So students will take a break now for lunch, and we'll join back at 2:30. Okay? Thank you.